Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Well, today I was just going on minding my business. I decided to take a look at the daily deals. Once in a while there's like something really cheap. Like there was the 600 gold Terras pack that sure once in a while it's not bad. And then we come across this. So it's 1800 gems or 12,000 gold. Unfortunately, I don't have the gold, but this is still a 200 gem discount and I really want to try sealed probably at least once. And actually let's do the math a little bit, because okay, regular premier draft that would be 1.5, so it's just 300 gem it's a 300 gem difference. I would open more packs. Yes, it's much better than spending 2,000. So let's go to the store before I make a mistake. Yeah, let's go to deals. And yeah, we'll do one sealed event. Now is the season for that, so we'll claim that. I wonder what it would look like. I guess all your different entries would be listed up here, but now that we spent it, wait, actually, yeah, fine. We'll sign up here. If we do a green-white deck, I won't reroll my daily. So we'll cash in on ticket entry. Actually, yeah, if I click here, it will tell me to buy gems, or it might just let me re-click this one. So we got Space Godzilla, Void Invader. They've already corrected the name. Not so bad. And we got 6 packs. Let's knock on wood, see what we get. In terms of rares, what would I like to see? This is my second Inspired Ultimatum, so not bad. There's a Yudaru, which is something very nice to cycle to. I guess, looks like Mardu's very open. I don't really... This is nice, but let's see. Winota... So I need to check the balance of how many non-creatures and creatures I have, but this is a very nice 4/4. Labyrinth Raptor, yeah, this one benefits the red-black menace deck. And there's Cub Warden, which gives us more. And well, we could try Splash for green, but otherwise it's just a kill target creature, so not bad. So let's take a look at blue and green, because okay, this one's very easy. It's literally just Lord Drakis, which is not so great if we're not really playing blue. There are 2 neutralizers, which is I guess is okay to cycle. 2 Dreamtail Herons. Yeah, the only thing bringing us here is the Inspired Ultimatum, so that's a nope. Let's check the green. There's more stuff in green, and not so bad. We actually got Titanout Rex, so this would be nice. Fertilid also if we wanted to get more. There's a decent mutate in Migratory Greathorn. There's also Alert Heat Bonder, though we don't exactly have Vigilance here. Oh, we kind of do Flycatcher. So then there's a Ramtruth. That's a very good removal as well. It's also Skull Prophet, but let's see what we're up to, what we really want. So I'm gonna start with white because So there's the Cub Warden, that's a good mutate. Caesar, that's okay. Huntmaster Liger, this is an okay mutate, I guess. Blade Banish is good removal. Divine Arrow is okay. We do want humans, so that's the catch. So Dranet Healer, Snare Tactician, Perimeter Sergeant. Oh, we got 2 Snare Tacticians. We have to check. We really should check red. Yeah, because we also have a Savai Thundermate, so we have... Oh no, this is going to be Cycle plus Mutate. There's also there's also a Necropanther. Definitely put... And there's also a General's Enforcer. Let's go Boros first and see if we can do the Mardu thing. There's also Swallow Hole, so that's a good removal. Stormbolt Capridor... There's actually an interesting trick, especially since we have 2 Divine Arrows. We can actually just use one to pump it. It's a surprise. So there's a Patagia Tiger that's kind of okay. Well, yeah, we have to also check how many mutates we have. Definitely want Necropanther. At least we can still cast it even if it's just 2 and double white. So let's check our red. So we're looking for even more cycling. Yeah, Shredded Sails, not so much. 3 copies of Fire Prophecies is definitely nice. There's a Lava Serpent's nice. We saw the Yudaru also, that's great. Not much in the way of mutate. Not much in the way of mutate at all. Well, we do have Menace though, at least. So let's Momentum Rumbler. This one's a bit slow, but if it's unanswered, it can do great things. We'll definitely take the Rock Slide and the Clash at least. So also have to check our black mana, black stuff. So there's Mythos, that's a great kill spell. There's also the Enforcer and the Labyrinth Raptor. Whisper Squad, not great by itself. Not much in the way of humans. In fact, all our humans. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 humans at least. 5. Not counting Winota, we got 5 humans. So she will dig. She will find a human. Probably should at least add the General's Enforcer because if we attack and manage to dig for this guy, we get instant protection for Winota. So, but the question is, how's our mana base? Also, let's check our. These are not so great. I guess the mutate's fine. Check our lands. Come on. Did we not open a single? We did not open a single land. Okay. Or at least every pack we got. So not a single dual. Not a single Evolving Wilds. Already adding blacks is already scary at this point. Okay, let's try to see if we can avoid adding. Let's see if we can try to avoid adding that. So what is more powerful? Frankly, I don't think our cycling is that great. So we might want to go into the mutate. Let's see. What's our how many cyclings do we have? 1. 2. 3. Well, this one keeps shuffling back, so we do have a little bit more cycling, quote unquote, but man, this is not looking great. I really do not want to add. Well, I do not want to add Labyrinth Raptor. The General's Enforcer is more of a maybe. I guess when in doubt, I could always just add the Majestic Unicorn. It's an additional vigilance, I guess. We can also add Alert Heat Bonder in that sense, because how many vigilance guys do we have now? One. I take it back. We only have 1 vigilance. Who am I kidding? So let's check our removal. 2. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all relatively cheap. 6 Blade Banish. 7. 8. Okay, so you got 8 pieces of removal. That's 8 out of 9 pieces of removal is not bad. Oh wait, no, 9 out of 9. Everything's removal. So I might not even bother with the. In fact, I might not even bother adding black mana here at all, because we have to remember that we can just cast this for 2 double white. So let's check our balance. Yeah, we're a lot more white than. Do we need red early? We kind of do. So I guess 9/8 is the way to go. So 17 lands. Barely any cycling. I'm not gonna add a Footfall Creator. So we have to check also what else could we do. Our 4 slot is very crowded. Thankfully this one mutates and lower. This one does not. It's a bit scary. I kind of want cheaper creatures. Like what? 1/4 vig. Like that's only 5 humans. I guess what I can do is I can add the Vantasaur, the main serval, and the Alert Heat Bonder as additional and sub out some of the red cards. Like the Tigreal. This one's okay, but I need to find. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cut one Tigreal Gorilla. Let's add the Vantasaur because this is cycling one. Let's add the Alert Heat Bonder because this is essentially one double white. Snare Tactician is kinda okay. I could just cut one of those. I could also cut, say, swap. Okay, let's double check our mutate creatures. So, I wish there's a way to see the card mechanics on quickly here. So we have 3 cards that pay off cycling. Thunder Mane is probably the best one. As for actual cycling, we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Though this one is kind of repeatable. I heard some people say that you could cut one land. I really don't want to do that here. Also note that this one's actually a 4. This one is still a 3. I could just cut Necropanther. We get quite a bit of value here, all things considered. We might want to cut one of our Huntmaster Liger helps us go wide. Auricorn just gains life. I might just cut the Auricorn. Though we lose out on the I might, because at least a 2/4 you only gain life out of itself because it's like a beginning of end step. Yeah, we might not need too many of these. So I have to decide between Auricorn and Vantasaur. I'll probably cut the. This hurts me a bit. I'm gonna cut the. I'm gonna cut the Vantasaur for now. Though it's cycling 1. I'm gonna cut the Auricorn instead. Let's see. Auricorn, Liger, Cubward, then Necropanther. That's it. Only 4 cards with actual mutate. Could I just cut a removal spell? Swallow Whole is the weirdest one, but it's also the cheapest. I can play it in a pinch. Capridor. If I'm going to cut something, it's going to be in the top end here. Let's just cut the Vantasaur. We got a few games in, so we can make a decision from there. So once again, we're in Boros. Some things never change, but also we could also conceivably play Pyroceratops, but I want to see how this goes. So this really more of an army style deck. I really have no idea how it's gonna go. I will have to take time to consider things like the Raptor and the Enforcer, but I'm trying to do this without compromising our mana base quite a bit. So 16 and 9. Yeah, I'm willing to go 9 and 8. We can afford 3 losses, and so let's see. That we spent at 1800. We spent 1800 gems, so yeah, it's still 6 wins. 4 or 5 wins would be okay. We'll see how things go. But I really need to consider changing the deck up next game based on what we learn. And the thing we better learn is not we get mana screwed. We have to learn actually something. Yeah, we do have quite a bit of card selection, but we are still really dependent on 2 mana and a Fire Prophecy. I will take 3 mana and a Fire Prophecy. In fact, we got Savai Thunder Mane into Alert Heat Bonder if we don't have to remove anything. So I'm game with that. Yeah, where are those cards? I really wanted to open those. It's a White Thunder mean at least it's a 3/2 for 2 mana, so it's not bad. Okay. That's not bad. It eats a burn spell and whatnot. Oh, we read. Okay, this one's a bit of a whiff, but this would be really nice. So we need one more mana. And we'll see how things go. Yeah, we really have to take advantage of hybrid whenever we can. Opponent passes. Oh, the interesting thing is if our opponent's creature comes tapped and whatnot. So that's it. Opponent cycles. Okay, so I wouldn't say they have quite issues yet. They're currently green-red, but I would not be surprised if there's some... Okay, so still currently green-red. Malicious Tigrilla. So I am going to bin the Swallowed Pool. Okay, give us a land. Got a land. I'm gonna play the Cub Warden first. It's 5 mana. Our opponent needs to have something big to remove it. And the surprising thing is we can choose between Winota or King Caesar. I'm gonna play some Mori the Collector. So everything's cheaper. So yeah, 3/5 is better than 3/4. So it's a shit. We want our opponent to block. Okay, opponent does not block. I'm willing to cast Fire Prophecy without them binning a card. Quite a bit. Well, we're getting quite a bit of life between the cupboard and the opponent needs to play something really big. I won't. Oh, there's a Greater Sandworm. That's big. I want to draw at least one more. Well, another red source would be nice, so we can play both of them. Oh, we got a Dranet Healer. Oh, this is actually interesting because I can just attack with these guys. In fact, I can attack with just one. Just get the trigger. Okay, we whiffed on the Necropanther and we whiffed on the Lava Serpent. Well, we really needed that late banish, so it's a big whiff. But at least we got some bodies on the board. Problem is our opponent's creatures are much bigger. I'm expecting him to have removal soon. That's the problem. Blood. Yeah, I guess that's fine. If he attacks with that, it's okay. I can kind of afford to swing back. Do I want to... Ooh. Okay, question. Do I want to... I don't want to cycle yet. I might... Okay. So, we'll pass first. Our opponent is the one that was pressured into... Okay, I might actually just cycle this. It's a shame we buried the Blade Banish. Yeah, it's... Oh, and all those cards. At least we got the Swallow Hole a little bit closer. Cycles Yadaro once. We also have a Yadaro, but that might be a problem. Oh no, he just hard casted. Yuck. Once your opponent attacks. Yeah, this is actually just 7 mana, so I guess you can actually hard cast it. We'll take the 8. Yeah, now we're in real trouble. Okay. Unfortunately, it just gets blocked by 7/7. I need to be able to do it on attack. So at least I'm only taking 7 damage a turn, but there's a limit to this. Yeah. I could block with all of this and be able to take it out, but that's awfully expensive and it opens the floodgates for everything else. Sanctuary Smasher. Oh, yikes. Yeah, our opponent getting Umori out, that was great. That's first strike too, so we're not sniping it with Fire Prophecy. We have to remember that if we let the game go too long, we're no match against green-red here. So I guess I will side in some black cards. Oh, there's a Divine Arrow. Oh, I should not have played that land. Yeah, I don't think 4 cycling cards is equal to... I got into a discussion on Facebook a while ago about like how many cycling cards will allow you to say cut lands, because there's the fear of getting... How do you say this? There's the fear of getting mana flooded. I might be seeing some benefit to that, although if I do go into 3 colors, that might not be the case anymore. Anyway, at this point, this one's not looking like it's gonna matter quite a bit. I would have liked having I guess we can actually put that threat in effect as well. Yeah. Yeah, we needed to take out that before. And unfortunately, we have to mutate this on top. I guess over. Yeah, this is literally just good game. I'm gonna swing with everything. So yeah, we definitely have to add we're definitely adding the black. That's a given. I'm still concerned about adding the black. I might actually just add the... Yeah, I'm probably 2 black sources. No, but that's way too much removal. Okay, I might actually just put the Vantasaur back. Auricorn is okay. Let's cut something that's a little less... Oh yeah, I did say I want to add the General's Enforcer at least. It's a shame we have no natural way of getting black mana. And well, other than adding a swamp. Okay, fine. We'll add 2 swamps. Not a fan of that. Yeah, we actually have even more removal here. And there's also lab. And let's see what else. Probably want to add the tentative connect. Because this is literally all removal. But we need to be careful of the condition. I might actually just cut the Divine Arrows +4. Fire Prophecy allows us. So I added 2 cards. I still need to figure out what to cut. Okay, fine. I'll cut the Capridor. That one is just on the weirder end. Need to cut something in the 4 slot though. Or not. I could. Okay, we're gonna go with that experiment. See if it pans out. My concern is like say Clash of Titans because that's 5, but everything else is mostly white, so I guess I could get away with it. Air quotes. Yeah, so yeah, this is more appropriate. So we're down 1 loss. We kind of got there a bit, but we have. It's still missing a bunch of good stuff. I'm just really concerned that if I cut to 16, I'm gonna get stuck at. It's a good thing we have like 8 2-drops, so that and a bunch of our more expensive stuff cycles for 1 or 2. So, but we're still hovering at the. We need to have at least 2 mana in our opening hand. Okay, we got 2 mana in our opening hand. We got a way to filter stuff. We really needed the 3rd one so that these get useful. So what's the first? I'll probably bin the Enforcer first. Okay, we got a Dranet Healer. But bet combo's better with the Snare Tactician. I'm actually gonna pass. Fire Prophecy is an instant, so we will act. There's a very good chance we'll still take something out. Opponent's bound to have something at 3 mana. Well, that's a 2/4. Fine, I guess I do have to cycle this. Okay, we hit our land, which is good. And we hit another land, so we have options now. I definitely want to play either the Snare Tactician or the Alert Heat Bonder first. We'll go with the Heat Bonder. But I'm not really liking this color combination. Their creatures are gonna outclass ours. It leads to Stampede, digging for creatures. So let's see what our worst fears are. What part of our worst fears are coming up? Blitz Leech, okay, and the Almighty Brushwag. Okay, so there. Actually, there's an interesting trick there. I might at least get 2 damage in. Otherwise, I just use a Fire Prophecy. Most likely, I get 2 damage in because this represents almost anything. Now, still don't want to cast a creature because I suspect our opponent is about to mutate, and I want to at least have the option to. Okay, Fertilid is not quite mutate, but Fertilid is still a must-kill. Let's see if our opponent attacks. Nope, that's not attack, so I'm gonna Fire Prophecy the Fertilid before he benefits. Enforcer down. Then we get the swamp. So got a rumbling rock slide, so we can take out the 2/4. But I'm actually gonna just play Perimeter Sergeant instead. And pass the turn. So it's looking like we're a humans deck. Normally Mardu is somewhat human based. Opponent is stuck. Okay. Okay, he attacks with both. I'm gonna convince him to... I'm gonna convince our opponent to pump. Fire Prophecy in response. And since we're out of cyclers, I'm binning the Snare Tactician. Yeah, gets us another land, but... take 2 damage, that's fine. I guess I... Rumble Rock Slide. Yeah, get a little bit of aggro going in. And the nice thing is, if our opponent attacks or blocks back, we do have Divine Arrow backup. Okay. At least we're slightly immune to Clash of Titans. Yeah, but this is the part I feared. If this would most likely have been a red mana source. Now gets Saunders out. Okay, so not too bad. In fact, it's kind of ignorable because let's say he casts it, I can still burn it. Wait, there's a problem with that theory. You know what? I'm actually gonna attack him because he can cast this. He'll maintain priority. He gets to -2. Let's strand it all together. He bought himself some time, but yeah, at least let's make sure I don't have to worry about it. No, Blitz Leech will kill one of these two. There's Obosh. Hit a Snare Tactician. Let's see who our opponent blocks. I'm hoping he probably blocks the human. He might be scared of Thundermane, but he blocks that. Well, it's double damage, so at least I stop gaining life, but take it. But our opponent's down to 3. He now has to wipe the board. Or present 4 blockers. Well, he can present 3 blockers, but I now need red mana at least, so I can probably snipe one creature. Opponent really digging for... Survivor's Bond gets back... Oh, Bosh. Yeah, but not enough mana. So we managed to survive that one pretty convincingly at that. So yeah, I guess the the addition of the other humans not bad. Also because it allows us to buy more time by exiling creature cards and getting us 1/1 humans, which is still not, it's sad that we only have one actual payoff for having multiple humans, but it might buy us time, which depending on who we're up against could mean something. So okay, at least we have options here. Fire Prophecy is kind of a cycler. Lava Serpent's an actual cycler. So I definitely want to... Okay, there's also Snare Tactician, so I'm gonna actually hope our opponent plays a creature we can burn. Save the actual cycler. Okay, we bend the Auricorn. Get the land, that's good. Snare Tactician. Opponent place a Spell Eater Wolverine. That actually just trades. So I'm actually gonna just play Cub Warden and offer the trade. Then next turn we have Clash of Titans available. Blade Banish is already available. Opponent Blood Curdles. Okay. So since we're not blocking, and remember that's an instant, so I want to. It feels weird. I'm encouraging our opponent to attack, but I want to encourage our opponent to start putting aggression. That's the more important part. Yeah, shame Cub Warden, but and also it's a good thing we didn't try to cycle this. So Death Touch or Lifelink? Death Touch. Thank you for playing your creature first. Now, if he has a burn spell, it kind of negates it, but it forces him to use a burn spell. Okay, so it's a 1. So he loses 1 creature. Oh, we finally got a Necropanther, so we're gonna go Lava Serpent first. Opponent needs to cast 1 more non-creature spell. Sanctuary Smasher, very good. This is, yeah, we're not gonna mutate that. So again, offer the trade. Yeah, because I want. Oh, I think he's hoping for the. He's hoping for the double strike to kick in. Necropanther allows us to buy back. Wait, it's this converted mana cost 3. It buys back nothing. But at least we now have the option to just play it as is, so that's an option. So there we go. So our opponent was able to blank our. Well, it wasn't a complete blank. It did get rid of the annoying Death Touch, which is the most important part. So we're up 2 wins. At least something's going quite well. So this is a bit no good for us. You got Divine Arrow and hoping for a red source to be able to do anything else. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay, that was worse. Why did I do that? So I might probably just keep this because we at least have 2 lands. I'm gonna keep this. We're gonna bin the perimeter. Wait, these both cost 4. I'm still gonna bin the perimeter, Sergeant. So that was a very bad mistake. I guess I was better off just keeping the double white. So we got 1 chance to cycle our way out of this mess. Opponent plays a Humble Naturist. I really want to start being able to get the greens. So, okay, got red again, but at least we got the 3rd land. So at least we might be able to play Rumbling Rockslide. It's actually a bit sad that this one's a bit of a non-bow by itself. Opponent now gets to play something at 4. Plays a Perimeter Sergeant, so it didn't really benefit. Plays a Garrison Cat. Kind of benefited, but we're now in trouble. Officially in trouble. At least we have the double red now if we ever draw 2 more lands. But really need to get white. Any land is kinda okay for this, but we need to get white for some. So taking 6. Yeah, 16 lands. This is what basically I'm afraid of. And opponent has Umori again. This is not the same opponent. So, I actually... Okay. I kind of need to hit this, but it means I need to take 6 damage again. Yuck. Yeah, it's really bad. I do need to relieve a little bit of pressure. I don't think I will have enough time. So, knock on wood, the next card is a land. Yeah. To the guy who said 4 cyclers is -1 land, I'm sorry. I would much rather have Mana Flood. In fact, with the... Yeah. So we take 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's good. So I'm gonna revert that change again. We're gonna add that one more land in. I guess part of it's also my fault. But 6, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I'm more willing to add one more land. Maybe just cut the Swallow hole. We have quite enough removal as it is already. So I guess that's an easy cut. So will we... I want to still get at least 1 or 2 more wins. But at least we get 3 packs no matter what. So there's still a benefit to playing sealed. And we did get quite a bit in our collection. We managed to get a copy of Winota. We managed to get a few interesting mutate creatures. Although I don't think these particular mutate creatures are the ones that are going to make... Yeah, I don't think they're the ones that will particularly make standard. Okay, so this is a definite keep. We can always... Finally, we get to cycle Yadaru, the Wandering Monster. So I'm gonna lead off on red. I might just play red-white in case we do draw Black Source. Yeah, we'll do that. So let's hold up for Fire Prophecy. I might just bin a mountain, strange as it sounds. Yeah, that works well. Well, guess what? We still got a mountain, so nothing's changed. Okay, so now play Snare Tactician. So if I had to cycle between the two, I will definitely cycle Yadaro first because that one's coming back. And I get to play this one earlier. It's a good thing we managed to get rid of this. Opponent's actually playing Absan. Well, tree color is a special... It's more likely to be seen in sealed, I guess. We're not going to be mutating this cat. Opponent plays Hunted Nightmare. Okay. Obviously, he's not gonna block. But we can... So we're gonna try to delay this one attacking for about 2 turns, I guess. Well, hopefully 1 turn and I actually get to cast this one. One place Evolving Wild, so gonna crack that. Expect something next turn. Opponent's playing 4 color. I guess if you have really good cards, 4 color is not a bad idea. So get those triggered. Tap that so I don't have to face it. Shuffle it again. Perimeter Sergeant. Okay, pass. Opponent might be tempted to play a tree. Okay, opponent not playing a tree drop. So here's the question. Is it worth it to just take 4 damage right now? Because here's the thing. If I block with both of these, yeah, I think it's just worth it to take the 4 damage for now. Try to so I really want to avoid some cycling this if I have to though. Opponent plays Cunning Nightbonder, so it does have a creature. I do have the option to just block these, I guess. Concern now is that opponent's representing 5 mana. That's a lot of potential. Like there's the Blitz Leech, so that costs cheap. That's cheaper. I'm actually gonna cycle. So we'll lose the Sergeant. Okay, Garcel's white mana, which is kind of what we wanted. So we'll take 2 damage. We don't have anything to... We do have something for Necropanther to get back though. But I might actually just put that back. Okay, still got another land. I might be cycling a bit too aggressively. Then again, I was not going to cast that anytime soon. Digging closer to Yadaru is probably the best play. Opponent's actually playing 5 color. I have no idea what to expect from our opponent at this point. Slow down that tempo a bit. Also note that we could just have the Snare Tactician fight this if I have to. Opponent could actually protect this with the right cards. Oh, this has flash, so he can actually just sack this to kill this. Neutral destruction, like, not bad, I guess. Gets it out of the way. Kinda wish I didn't have to play it. Well, I kinda had to play it in order to force it. And now our opponent has to pay retail for any other flash creatures. So I have to play this board. Oh, please don't tell me our opponent has Convolute. Okay, good. We're still... You could still have removal, though. Okay, so thankfully it's not any of those, but... Another... Yeah. How come I did not get any of those? You know what? I really need to recheck the build, but I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I need to recheck the build, but when I... Or I need to check the filters. Yeah, I need to check the filters. I've only been drafting recently. I haven't had built a sealed pool. I might... No choice. Have to Blade Vanish this now or forever hold my peace. Please don't tell me you have a way to counter this. Okay, we kind of survived. Barely, but it's still there. Yeah, Swallow Hole would have been great in that case. And then has a Blood Curdle. Okay, so he's... So 1 out of 25 cards is... So 4% chance of drawing Yadara. Nope. I'm gonna hold on to this because I've used up 2 Fire Prophecies. I still have a 3rd one. I want to give myself that option. So Winota. I have to play this. At least I'm kind of confident our opponent doesn't exactly have counter spells. Yeah, I feel bad of milling this Lava Serpent, but we might not have had a choice in that matter. Opponent is kind of flooding out. But he still has 2 cards, so that's somewhat concerning. Okay, IV Element. Okay, that's very concerning. There's a Club Warden. So I have to decide with which one I want to block. I might just block with Nota because what are the other creatures I can get? I lost the Perimeter Sergeant. I lost the Snare Tactician. I have one more Snare Tactician. There's the... Okay, opponent grants through. Okay, I might have no choice but to block this one. I could also just take damage first and see what I get. Yeah, let's... Yeah. If our opponent has a burn spell, so be it. So mandatory block, but if our opponent has yet another Ram True or some sort of removal spell. How many removal spells our opponent have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Plays Bristling Boar. Yeah, that's a good game. Really needed that good arrow. And let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 17. 20 cards left. Opponent actually ended up drawing a lot more. Well, actually just cut out 2 with Evolving Wilds. So I still think 17 is about there, because there's a bit of an inherent risk on 16. You have to be a lot more aggro than what this deck is. Probably the previous deck I played, that would have made more sense. So okay, so we got 600 gems out of this. We're gonna double check. Okay. Type land. Okay. That's it. I literally did not get a single dual land, or not a single dual land, not a single Evolving Wilds. Well, what can I say? I got burned that way. Oh well, we did, but that's sometimes how the cookie crumbles. That's it for this episode, the Magic Arena run. Okay, I got 1/3 of my... I could say I got 1/3 of my investment back, but well, the good fight goes on. Okay, so what else we get? We got the nice Mythic and Real. Oh yeah, I also won an actual pack, so checkpoint first. Checkpoint. Oh, fine, got a copy of Luca. That's nice. Ominous Seas. Ruinous Ultimatum. Something. I'm starting to consider that you really want to have more creatures. I might be running too many kill spells. No, I guess it's still right. But yeah, sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles. Still trying to learn the format and whatnot. We'll keep going on with this. We'll see if we can get any better. But that's how it is. So if you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. It's gonna take me a while to get back another 10K. But we'll see what we can do in the meantime. Until then, have a great week wherever you are. Stay safe, stay calm, and God bless. Have a great day, everyone.